Shifting focus, a massive fire and a subsequent explosion erupted aboard the Singapore flag container ship MV1 High 503 off the Kerala coast. The vessel travelling from Colombo to Mumbai was carrying hazardous cargo, including over 100 tons of highly polluting bunker oil. The fire reportedly broke out amidships and quickly spread to the container bay just ahead of the accommodation block. While the flames are now largely under control, the vessel has begun tilting and several containers have toppled into the sea, some drifting alarmingly close to the Kerala coastline between Kozhikode and Kochi. The Indian Navy and the Coast Guard have launched a joint search and rescue operation. INS Surat and a Dornier surveillance aircraft was swiftly deployed. So far, 18 out of the 22 crew members have been rescued, while the search continues for the remaining 4. Meanwhile, 2 major private firms have been roped in to assist with the rescue and cleanup operations. The first one is Vishwakarma Salvage Private Limited from Gujarat, renowned for its expertise in shipbuilding, repair and marine salvage. The second one is Dutch-based Smit Salvage, which is a global leader in emergency maritime response, brought in to help manage the crisis and mitigate potential ecological damage. Now, using its predictive tools, the INCOIS oil spill modeling system was also brought in for assistance in this. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the latest as far as this explosion that occurred on this particular ship is concerned. Rescue operations had got 18 out of the 22 crew members, but 4 remain missing. The search for those crew members is still going on. But the visuals that you see on your screens are from the explosion as well as the rescue operation that was taking place. Ladies and gentlemen, is the latest as far as this explosion near the Kerala coast is concerned. There was also concern about, the bunker oil spilling into the sea and moving towards the Kerala coastline. There were environmental concerns and therefore all right, on Times Now, I'm joined by Mr. Balakrishna Nair, Director, INCOIS, that's Indian National Centre for Ocean Information Services. Mr. Nair, the Indian Coast Guard and the Navy are working to extinguish the fire aboard the Singapore-flagged vessel, which is reportedly tilting, of course, raising serious concerns about possible sinking as well. Some of the containers have already fallen into the sea. Could you help us understand the ongoing efforts right now?
Oh, sure. Actually, INCOIS is mainly meant to make the trajectory prediction of the hazardous material, including these containers as well as the oil spill. So we have simulated our 2 tools used for this. That is, one is Sharath and oil spill trajectory prediction system. So as per our prediction, we see that 4 to 6 days, there is almost a 60% probability that it may beach somewhere between Talasheri and Kochi area. Like that, the oil spill also another concern. But the thing is that oil spill can be contained in that same location. There can be little bit less threat from the oil spill. But still, if oil spill happens, it can also threat between the Chavakkad to the Kochi area along the south. So there is some difference between whatever happened in Kollam coast earlier. This is actually around 1,000 meter water depth compared to 50 meter in other case which happened in the Kollam coast. So it means that most of the containers would have been gone deep into 1,000 meter. So there is less chances that it can actually come to the coast. But there is a threat that the containers which is caught fire and which is open, so many debris can be expected in this coastal area, what I told. So definitely there is a threat, and I'm not very sure about the material in that. So I understand from the newspaper report that almost 9 hazardous materials are there. So for example, in the earlier case, we have a lot of nudles, which is also reported, and we have predicted very accurately in that, and it is actually becoming a big threat in these coastal areas.
Given that about 100 tons of bunker oil was on board this vessel and the extent of the spill is still unclear, how does the INCOIS model then help in the dispersion of pollutants, and what is the worst case scenario that you're preparing for along the Kerala coast?
So according to that, actually it is much more than that. The newspaper report actually tells it is more than 2,000 liters of the fuel, as well as around 400 tons of the diesel oil. So it is the quantity is much higher, but the thing is that as of now we are not reported any spill. So whatever we have made a hypothetical simulations. So provide that oil spill happens and it is not going to condemned in that location itself. It may hit the areas between the Ponnani as well as the Kochi area. But seeing that very efficient manner in that Coast Guard has handled it in the last incident, so most probably it can be contained in the site itself, because a lot of the time is there before it reach to the coastal area. So I feel that we can actually handle this situation before reaching to the coastal area.
All right, Mr. Balakrishnan Nair, thanks very much for joining us on Times Now and giving us a perspective of what the situation is. With that, viewers, it's time for a short break. News and updates will continue on the other side.